Guys, important news coming in with regards to further changes being introduced in the study permits for Canada. If you are coming to study in Canada as an international student and eventually there is an attached PGWP work permit to your study program, then these changes will directly impact you. If you are coming to study in the year 2025 or beyond, or if you are planning to study in Canada in the future as well, then you should be watching this video till the end. My name is Sahil. Guys, welcome back. Once again, my name is Sahil and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice here in Ontario. My office is here. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to speak with you. Before we proceed any further, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you are an aspirant of moving to Canada, then this is a channel that you must be subscribed to all the time. So, guys, important news coming in with regards to study permits, basically the study programs for international students who are coming to study in Canada. While all the changes and a lot of changes were introduced in the year 2024, 2025 primarily was going a bit more relaxed up until last night when IRCC decided to make further changes. And this time, the changes introduced appeared to be with a more frequent update in the future as well. If not say frequent, then probably an annual update for sure, because the wordings are such. So basically what they have done is any study permit program in Canada usually comes with the possibility of a PGWP work permit, which is a postgraduate work permit. Past in the future, if person used to study in any diploma program or a bachelor's or a master's degree, the person would have gotten a PGWP equal or more to the length of the study program, usually in the past. But in 2024, they then started introducing changes to the study programs over up until 2025. A lot of changes were there, amongst which one important change was they've changed the field of study, which means not everybody coming to Canada will get a PGWP. Certain requirements are there, including language and all, but then the important part would be a field of study. They said previously that if you studied in a specific field of study, only then you would get a PGWP or a postgraduate work permit. And this sounds pretty much in line with how US delivers its OPT. And yesterday, they just introduced one more change and they said that there is an update on the field of study requirements for post graduation work permits, which means there is an important change in the field of study. So they introduced 119 new field of studies in the key sectors like health and social services, education and trades, and 178 fields were no longer linked to the occupations in long-term labor shortages. So they removed 178 field of studies, which will directly impact you if you have, if you have taken an admission in January intake or beyond. But then there are more changes also. Please hold on. So the other changes say that just bring it on the screen. Yes. So the other changes say that this rule applies to students. The previous rule, this is not the latest one, was the field of study was November 1st. But then anybody who is applying for a study permit starting June 2025 onwards, these new fields that we are talking today will be applicable. Okay. These new fields are added onto the website here. So what happens is you will get a CIP code of your particular course that you select for admission at your DLI, which is a designated learning institution. You will enter that code here and you will be able to see whether your course is eligible for PGWP under the field of study or not. All the CIP courses here are there. So if, for example, special education general, bilingual, then all of these courses will have an attached uh, CIP code. And if we copy this, enter one of the code here, then this gives you the answer and it says your CIP code is eligible. So this is an important field of study requirement that you would have to fulfill if you are applying for a study permit going forward in the future post June 2025. Overall, the field of study requirement was eligible under November the 1st. This is when the changes came in 2024. But June 25, the recent change has now come in. And what they're saying here is that the list has been updated to reflect the 2025 express entry priorities, which means if they change the express entry priorities in 2026 as well, you can very well expect IRCC to change the field of study requirements again. So this can be an annual change, an annual agenda, which IRCC can continue to bring every year. Unlike US, which typically has a lock on STEM OPT, because US says that if you're in STEM doing masters or whatever or bachelors, you would get your OPT. This is unlike US. Like US has for now locked it to STEM. IRCC has not locked it to any specific requirement, but they are saying that we've removed 178, but we've added 119, and these are the new eligible courses. Before you take admission into any course in the future, make sure that your course is now eligible for a study permit. If it's not, then very high chances you will not get a PGWP. Guys, overall, this was the important update that was happening. And this was recently announced. And because this is going to largely impact a lot of people who are applying for their study permits going forward in the future, I think you should take a very good and a close look at your admission procedures going forward. Guys, I hope the information today was helpful, gave you much insights into what's happening in the world of Canadian immigration. And like I said, if you have anything to discuss with us, please feel free to schedule an appointment and we would be more than happy to speak with you. Once again, we wish you all the best and we really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.